Hello, let's do Wordle for Thursday, November 20th. We spun the wheel yesterday and it said to start with gnome. Ooh, starts with a G, ends with an E. I can't really ask for much more than that. I'm thinking of the word grape, the fruit. I'm thinking of what else could be GR? Gripe. So grape and gripe. So one of those would be good to guess, probably. There's also grate. That would be a great guess. I mean, obviously it's grating cheese, but I like the pun. Is there any other TE? There's also like all these GU words, like guide, guys, like a disguise, guys. What about like repeating the E? I don't think so. GE, GL. I'm having trouble thinking of a GL word, but there's a lot already. So what would I want to do? So we've got guide and guys. We've got grape and great. And we've got gripe. So I still think grape is the way to go for gripe and for great. And then we can also just think about the GUI stuff later. I thought I was going to get a 2 there. I think that means it's, oh, but no, there's more. There's grade. I didn't even think about it. There's grade. There's grace. I mean, how many are there? There's great. There's grade. There's grace. There's grave. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Maybe I should have thought about that. I don't know if I could have. I mean, if there's just the 4, we're fine. If there's another one, we're not fine. Let's see. Great, grade, grace, grave. I got to go through every letter very carefully. And also repeats. Can't repeat the G. That wouldn't work. The N, no vowels. The R. Okay. No repeats. So we just got to go through the keyboard here. Graw, gray, gray. No. No, I don't think another vowel. Grays, grade, grape. Greek, grail. Grail is not spelled that way. Graze with a Z. There's 5 of them. So I think what's going to happen is try 2 of them. And if I don't get lucky, then we're going to have to do a filler on guess 5. So I don't know. I'm trying to think if we've had any of these before. We've had glaze before. I remember that because it was so close to blaze, which is what I start with in symbol. But I don't think we've had graze, or at least I don't remember. Have we had grave before? I don't remember. Grace, grade. None of them pop out as like, we've definitely had that one. Maybe grade. Okay, I'm gonna save the common letters because they're easier to do. They're easier to do fillers with. So we're gonna start with grays actually. Okay, and now we're gonna try grave. Oh, good. Okay, got lucky. All right. Well, that was yeah. I was worried I was just gonna have to do a filler on guess 5, turn off hard mode, but didn't have to. Cool. Well, nice. First thing we need to do is spin the wheel to see what we're starting with tomorrow. All right, let's give it a spin. We've got Antsy, suggested by Mortar Shell, a super supporter. I haven't heard from Mortar Shell in a bit, so pipe up if you're around. But yeah, Antsy. That's got some good letters in it. I like that actually. And Mortar, I believe, picked words that could still be the answer. So who knows? Maybe we'll get in one tomorrow. All right. Well, let's check with the bot and see how we did today. All right. So the answer was grave. Started with gnome. There was nothing to do. It's suggesting glade or glaze or glace. Wow, there are a lot of GLs. Glade, glaze, glace, and glide. There's grade, graze, gauze, grace, great. The problem is, like, we're not able to protect ourselves. They're all 95.24% solve rate. I chose grape, which isn't in the list, but we'll see if it's still that 95.24. It was still the 95.24. So it really didn't matter what you guessed. It says get lucky. And now we're down to the 5 that I said. Grace, grade, great, grave, and graze. So I completely analyzed it correctly. It's just, I just decided to go with the more uncommon letters first so that I'd have an easier time doing a filler on guess 5, but that basically what didn't really matter what order we went in at that point. It would have gone Glade. I mean, it pulled Glade to the top, but I mean, any of these are possible. So, you never really know it's all comes down to luck at that point. So just an unlucky starting word for hard mode. You got to be really careful with your starting words if you use hard mode. Such as tails is a good starting word. All right. We've got beard. Easy to remember that beard follow up. All right. And then now we're at crave or craze. Crave is really good because it gets us grave. But what if we went with craze? Then we're down to just frame, grape, and grave. We got rid of all the important letters. That's really good. And so even if we do grape here, we still get grave in 5. So it's a 4 or a 5 for grave. That's really nice. Right. I don't know why I was looking over there as if that had the answer. Adieu. All right. So over here is where I pulled my Wordle solve. I was staring at my own solve, wondering what to do. It wasn't going to help. All right. You got to go trace after that EA, or you have a chance of losing on something. What are we going to lose on? Like the ace trap, mostly? Some other AE traps? Okay. Anyway, trace. Okay, so now we're down to 7 words. So you got to be careful about what you pick. It's saying do brave or grave, which is very lucky. Just happens to be the best ones to guess. But we got break, brave, erase, frame, grape, grave, graze. So what it's saying is because we've got brave and grave, and because we've got brave and grave, it says start with one of those two. Is what it's saying. Because it's slightly better. But in this case, it gets in 4. All right, audio. It goes table with that A, and now we're going crave and then grave. That's lucky. Okay. Out of 29 words, it picks one that's. It could go spare, which is much worse. And then we still go crave or craze. Let's do the worst possible case here. Still gets it in 6. That's a nail biter right there. All right. Trace, just start going straight up to trace. We're going to do Drake and then grave. Okay. And then finally, place is what the hard mode bot starts with. We had that AE. It's going to go straight to great here, but that doesn't necessarily mean we win because we got grade, grave, and graze left, and also grame, apparently. So we're going to go for... Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's just like you could. I guess you could do grace. I don't know why you would. All right, so grade, grave, grave. It could get it in anywhere from 3, 4, or 5, depending on how lucky it gets. So place puts us in that position where it's just guess the words and hope for the best. All right. Oh, let me pull that back up. Great. And then I don't know. Well, maybe we'll get in 3. All right. Let's check the bot or the official bot to see how people are doing today. Only 9,000 hard mode games in, so not much to analyze on hard mode. 90 skill. It liked my guesses. 63 luck. 4 steps. We've got 35 people starting with gnome. That's fun. People are doing great, gripe, grape, grade, glide, glade, graze, grave, glare, gauge. Yeah. Average steps to solve. So whoever started with grave, unfortunately, lost. All right. I'm very sorry. Really unfortunate choice of starting words today. But, yeah. It was saying glade would be more efficient. I don't know if I agree. Why would glade be more efficient? It doesn't really matter. It goes place stair grave as opposed to place great grave. Interesting. Very different. Okay. Gnome less than 0.1%. Oh, now there's 70,000 hard mode Wordles. I don't know what changed. Ooh, 92.7%. So some people, there's someone out there who's just lost 2 hard modes in a row. We were very trappy recently. People losing on grays, grape, grade, grace, great, grame. Oof. Losing on grame. How's that happen? Brave. Okay. I'm gonna, because it's a trap, I'm gonna analyze the normal mode as well. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of our grid here, and then I'm gonna import that into the bot using the upload screenshot feature, and we're gonna upload it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay, not hard mode. So my skill is way lower because it's like, hey, you should be doing fillers if you're not playing hard mode. How many started with gnome? We've got 143 others starting with gnome. All right. We got great, grape, grave, very similar choices of follow-up, even in hard mode. And again, the people starting with grave are losing. Really unfortunate. Oh, no, sorry. Grave was the answer. People starting with grave just got it. Okay, never mind. Grave was the answer, right? That's what that 0 means. Sorry. Okay. I bet you thought I was joking, but no, I just kind of didn't know what that 0 meant, and I forgot grave was the answer already. All right. It does slate prick grave, so it does a crazy filler here. Wow. 0.6%. I guess grave is actually a starting word people do. Interesting. Yeah, so again, the solve rate's lower than hard mode, which you wouldn't expect. But I suspect there's a large percentage of players who don't have hard mode on, but play hard mode anyway. So might as well turn it on. All right. Anyway, yeah, tough one today. 2 in a row that are tough. Let me know how you did. And that is it for Wordle. If you would like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.